So sometimes we lump all our challenges on spirituality. Can I shock you? Prayer alone cannot get you to be great. If you lean on prayer alone, or you lean on, and the truth about it is that the majority of us are not spiritual, we're just religious. And they're two different things. Religiosity is your own way of thinking you can reach God. Spirituality is God's way of you thinking how you can reach Him. So Ecclesiastes chapter, I'm just going to read three Bible references so I can begin to get your mind to see where the problem is. So Paul here says, I don't understand though. I decide one way, I do another way. How many of you set goals in January? If not all of you, I think if I'm a protege, you will see. But you discover that the things that you said you will stop in January, you're still doing them. Ecclesiastes 5 and 19, the Message translation. See what he said. Yes, we should make the most of what God gives, both the bounty and the capacity to enjoy it, accepting what is given and delighting in the work. It is God's gift. So here, God is challenging us to enlarge capacity. Because the truth about it is that you can't be less busy. When I was a single brother, I used to think, when I get married, my life will be better. I will get my wife to do my dishes. Do the dishes. She will iron for me. Then I got married. I discovered that I'll be unfair. I'll be an African man, not a kingdom man, to just lump everything on our table. Then those days, nobody was staying with us. We started sharing responsibility. Then after a while, I said, when I have kids, at times you say it's grown up. I just say, go and get bread, bro. They had kids. I'm still not balanced. So I'm trying to say, in essence, the higher you go, the more the responsibility you will have. In fact, I don't believe that God created anyone to just do one thing. Your seed that you think is a tree is not really a tree, it's a forest. So a lot of us, we're trying to make the tree grow and we're growing it. There is a capacity for the seed in you to be a forest. Some of you just see 3 trees and you're like, no, that is just the beginning of your forest. Are you here with me? Then the Bible further said in Isaiah 54 and verse 2, it said, enlarge the place of your tent. Isaiah 54 and verse 2. Because enlargement for us is not an option, it is a command. Let's do message, then we'll go back to KJV. Clear lots of ground for your tent. Make your tent large. Spread out. Think big. Use plenty of rope. Drive the tent pegs deep. KJV further says, enlarge the place of thy tent and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitations. Spare not, lengthen thy cords and strengthen thy stakes. So he's saying to us, enlarge capacity. There is no problem with God blessing us. There is just a problem with us enlarging capacity to receive what He has sent. A lot of times, God is not the one responsible for our blessings. As it were, heaven has released everything. The car you will drive has been provided from the foundations of the earth. However, the reality of our life is a function of our capacity to see, to believe, and to receive. Whatever it is, our reality. So whatever you are receiving now, trust me, there might be spiritual elements in it, but that might not be all. You've got to be able to sit down and say, how do you do it? When I woke up this morning, I was asking myself, who sent you a message? My legs were aching. I felt like my body needed more rest. But how did I find a compelling reason? Somebody asked me on Friday in Ibadan. He said, I know that sometimes you are probably one of the few people I can reach out to in the middle of the night to have a challenge. I'm just always there to respond. How do you do it? And I said to him, I'm going to do a message on Sunday. I think I'll be able to answer it. Because I have been able to develop myself to what I call plug and play. Once I can get clarity about my responsibilities, whatever needs to be done, I make up my mind to get it done despite what is the obstacle. I had obstacles yesterday. It's been the last time I did what I did yesterday was when we lost a church member. She practically died in the little car I was using then, and we had to take her to the hospital. What I did yesterday, very traumatic. If not that some of you are just very tired, I've not mentioned it. Some of you will see that, and that's the end of the day. There is also a way to conserve your energy. The brain is the power of the body that consumes energy the most. As you have phones that send you, when you're on 50%, your phone will send you conservative mode or conservation mode or something. There is a way. You see, some of you are thinking about certain things that are drawing your power bank. And you're finding out that, why am I always tired? There are thoughts that are draining your power, but that's not what we're here this morning. So I know it's God's desire to bless us by enlarging our borders. I know that God wants to hand over to us our heritage. But the reality is, you and I must make room. Do you know, it's so funny. The more I develop my capacity, the more I get doors to open. I can't explain it. It's just almost always the same. When I'm stagnant on the same point, I don't begin to ask myself, so what's the... Yes, there are times when I feel maybe I need direct instruction from God. But when I take a deliberate effort to know more, to do more, something happens. The last few doors I've gotten, they were not just prayer-based. God saw that I had capacity. The first time I spoke to 5,000 people was when, I think it was a wedding, and they gave me about 30 minutes. I didn't enjoy myself. But I mean, when I was in Enugu, 4,000 people. I mean, it was not a fluke, sir. It wasn't. I had mastered crowd control. I'd mastered how to connect with the audience. I'd given them something to do. I'd watched the system. I know their style. So all of the things I did in the first service that gave me a very good footnote was based on certain convictions I had. That if I'm going to go anywhere, I must find out exactly what their values are, what kind of audience, what's their demographic analysis, then I can ride on that. All of that summed with a few other things, and it was for me a crazy weekend. And I had a busy week that day. Then Friday, my flight was for 7 a.m. Something dropped me at 5:30. Usually I'm always the first to get to the airport. And it was business class. So by the time the lady saw my ticket, she said, please can you move to this side? They took me in there. Then I got to, they picked me up. My luggage usually is always the last to come out. Very unfortunate. I picked it, got to the hotel. Then they said breakfast. Then I said to myself, with this kind of honor, I must perform. I said, I'm not eating breakfast. Then I took a drink. Then I had to tell them at home, I said, this part is not to keep. If I don't deliver, I won't come back to Lagos. So they said, well, am I happy? I said, I'm fine. Then the head of the organization came and said, we agreed to do executive coaching. Then I did 4 hours, one-on-one with him. Then on Sunday morning, we woke up. Then in the middle of music, when you are talking about capacity, there is a whole lot that goes around it. In the middle of the night, I had a particular thought pattern. Then God sent me, go this way. I felt I was going to use that night to sleep so that I can be a lot relaxed. So by 1 o'clock again, I would come. Before I closed my eyes and opened it, it was 5 a.m. And they said they were coming to pick me for 7 a.m. If I had not developed capacity to put my body on that, those kind of doors will not happen. And the man said, as much as possible, preach 2 different services because 2 different messages because there are 2 different audiences. So I had to do first service preparation, second service preparation. Are you here with me? I'm going somewhere. So how do I get to that point where you can subject your body? The first thing is knowledge. If you don't know what it takes, you will struggle with consistently delivering. In 2 Kings chapter 4 and verse 6, when the Bible said, when the vessels were all full, she said to her son, bring me another vessel. And he said, there is none that is left. As your capacity increases, ladies and gentlemen, the blessing of God over your life will increase. See, a lot of our beliefs now, a lot of our actions, they are a function of our belief system. What you are doing now, you are here because you believe that your brain deserves it. Some people that had, some can't avoid, they just couldn't do without it. But some people had the opportunity to come, but somehow they've not been able to arrange themselves so that they can come and learn what we have. Have you ever been in a church before? And there is so much anointing. People are praying. And some people are sitting beside you. Could believe me. It's not there. His internal dynamics does not align that. Some of us have subconscious beliefs that are on autopilot. Beliefs like, are you Litoni? The first thing that validated Tete Kalo Kalo, Kalo Kalo, was I used to have a neighbor. I'm not sure some of you are old enough to know Video Dido, 7 Up. We had a neighbor that won 1 million naira. So in my subconscious, I'm like, who little he let prosper. So when I had the first opportunity, what was the name of that scheme then? Many wise, foolish people. So we see, because before you can make something a regular lifestyle, there must be minimum of 3 things that validates that action. So in my mind, and I had to think about it, because some of the friends that you know have spoken to me about it. In fact, there was one, they took us to Sheraton, just about 10 of us. Some of the names I mentioned to you, and they introduced to us the Bitcoin, blah, 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 did this one. I ate their food and I stood up. They sent me mail. Then I went to where they said, if you want to do a disclaimer. So I did a disclaimer. You know why? There was a belief system that hurt me, that made me have a different way of thinking. Some of you, until you can begin to find a reason to do certain things, because why you are doing what you are doing is much more important than what you are doing. Some of you are still doing MMM, and God will help you. It's just a outplay of your beliefs just coming out. Some of you believe it that you see all this way Rev is sweating. Are you little around? You just put money somewhere, you get back 300%. It's not hard. You are running a belief system. So no matter what, if I do prayer, Holy Ghost return MMM people's brain to normal. 7 days, Holy Ghost Bible days are here again. Some of you will attend, but subconsciously you will still say, you will still do it. I mean, I sat beside someone recently, and the MMM just pop up. You are caught in the web. I mean, somebody in this church was still arguing with me recently. I said, there was a time I saw that you pay particular tithes. He said, yes, but you see, the money from that kidney, I just put it in some investment. I said, which investment? He said, I don't want to disturb you. So I said, what investment? He said, it's MMM, but the thing is not doing too well now. I said, so the first place, commit to it. It's not only the commitment. I'm not just saying this for the first time. Find a reason. Okay, why do you need to read? Give yourself 10 reasons why you need to consistently learn. If you can't connect it to an emotion, you won't sustain it. So why do I wake up? I connect it to the emotion that I am a leader by default. My default mode is leadership. We had the Exposed of Life Coach Association of Nigeria yesterday. I had to hand over a few things. I wanted to just leave, not to do again. They brought me back to Expo again. It's a default setting. So that emotions drive me. You know, this morning, while I was walking in the sitting room, I saw everybody sleeping. I'm like, people that I'm going to bless, they are sleeping me. I woke up since, God help me. God did not send them, God sent me. So that consciousness drive me. I have never used an alarm that I want to wake up, something that the alarm is in my spirit. It's connected to my emotions. And don't say no, it's because you are a choleric. No, there are cholerics who are lazier than I am. So it's first self-leadership, ability to lead yourself. And self-leadership starts with time management. So lateness consistently is a reflection of how well you lead yourself. Since last week Sunday when I said it, I had concluded what I'm going to wear. I had concluded what the day will look like. I just plugged and played it. So it was not a fluke. I told my wife, by 7:15, I'm leaving this house, irrespective of who is ready. I don't want a cheap blackmail that I'm a bad husband. You must be up. When it was 7:15, we entered the car, irrespective and despite who was ready or not. I'm their timer. So I said to her, it takes you 1 hour to be ready. So when you wake up 6:15 and want to leave for 7:15, it's not that we will be late. We are late. Hello? So 10 minutes back becomes 3 minutes. Hello? Are you here? You're looking at me as if you are lost. So you need to begin to recalibrate. If it will take 1 hour and I don't have 1 hour again and 7:15 is still a reality, then you know power what? Just go under the shower, wash the necessary place, dash out. Hello? God help you if you have not ironed your clothes before that time and you program. Then they bring lights for 5. Unfortunately, they didn't bring it. You have entered one chance. So it starts with, how do you lead yourself? Do you lead yourself to do what is convenient alone? If you consistently do what is convenient, I can predict your future. not convenient. After I blessed us so much on Friday, great meeting. I was calculating that when I go to the bank, I will have cash. So I just saw someone give me a white envelope. All the 500, 1,000 I found in my pocket, I just put it in an envelope, gave it to my pastor. Why did I do that? Was it convenient? My wife will tell you that it's not convenient. I had commitment to my parents. Why did I do it? I believe in rewarding people who blesses me. Some of you have never picked 1 naira out of your pocket to say, Rev, you blessed me, take. You know why? You don't believe that Galatians 6 is in the Bible. That he that is taught in the word should communicate to them that teach it in what? All good things. There's a young man comes for singles meeting. I can't explain the guy. He doesn't call. If I call him, he will not pick. He will send me credit. He's been sending me 5K for like over a year. When I was asking him, so why do you? He said, you don't even know how much you bless me. Is he richer than you? No. He's running on a belief system that when people bless me, no matter how small, the only time he has called me was the day he didn't give as much as he gave. And he said, because I took a loan, I'm paying this. That was the only time he responded to my chat. I will greet him. The time we turn to blue, he will not even respond. So, what am I saying? We are all a function of what we have attached to our emotions. Listen, whether you believe it or not, emotion drives our decision daily. And our emotions very powerful. They drive our decision making. It's not what you need to do that is the problem. It's finding a compelling reason. What woke me up by 2? I had a compelling reason. Was I tired? Yes. Do I desire to sleep more? A lot more. Why am I screaming at the top of my voice and you say I'm tired? I'm passionate to be a blessing. Are you here with me this morning? So it's beyond Remy. You need, when you say to yourself, and I avoided that internal dialogue, that I'm tired. I was telling Pastor, I said, Pastor Eddie, I can't explain it. I just have this strength. He was saying to me that I should drive. I said, drive here, because he grew up in Lagos. And I said, no. I said, unusual strength just came. I don't know how it happened. But until I started processing it, then I remember that I have done a course on conserving your energy. I just shut my mind. That's why, if you ask my wife, there are certain conversations I don't pursue. If you ask me on Sunday morning about landlord, it doesn't have anything to do with Sunday service. Are you getting my point? Some of those thoughts, they drain your energy. Some of you are thinking, you are not yet engaged. How will I get money for Pampers? You will be getting tired. So emotions play a critical role in how individuals behave and how we react to responsibility. Let me take it a little further. So emotions are reciprocal to our mood. They are reciprocal to our motivation. How you feel determines what you decide to do. And the reality is, there's something we call the 3 cocktail of transformation. Until your values and your beliefs align with your goals, you will struggle. So there is a goal I pushed out. Nobody does MMM in this church. I know some of you are doing it. But the reality is that you respect me. You know I'm your pastor. You revere me. But the reality is your values and your beliefs are still running you on autopilot. There's something we call belief assessment. And usually what we do is we try to find out what beliefs we're running. And by the way, I need to mention this. I was with a colleague yesterday. He has horse factory. They partner with a particular organization in the US, and they do certain tests to give you a feedback on how you think and how your brain works. It's going to cost a word. It's going to cost us a token to get him to come. But listen, there is a vacuum on taking care of our soul. We are doing the wrong things the right way. You've not been able to study all that you need to do. You've been doing. I said to my wife, I said, if we've been praying about this thing and there's no change, Bible said, add to your faith patience. We need to add something to our prayer. A lot of us know what we should do about, but because we have been so conditioned that everything is spiritual, we by default prayer is the first thing. It should be one of the things. It should not be the only thing. Because at the root of everyone's life are beliefs. At the root of every decision are beliefs. Do you know what Jesus Christ said? Jesus Christ said, I could not even do much miracles because of their unbelief. So beliefs have a way of limiting what you do. So belief shapes our reality. So where you are today is a sum total of the things that you believe. You say something contrary. And that's what Paul was saying. He said, excuse me, sir, I need help. I don't do, give me that Romans 17 again. What I decide is not what I do. So emotions play a critical role in how our individual, how individuals behave and how we react to life on a daily basis. Glory to God. So let me ask your neighbor, or say to your neighbor, your beliefs shape your reality. So no matter what you have said you will do this year, if you don't change your beliefs, you won't change your outcomes. And until we realize that we need to know what we believe and that we have the right to choose what we believe, we will be victims of our reality, not the drivers of our reality. Let me say that again. Until we begin to ask ourselves and realize what beliefs run our day-to-day life, we will be victims of our beliefs or victims of our reality, not the controller of our reality. We will not be in charge of our reality. Apostle Paul said, the things I want to do, I don't do them. There was a conflict. What he wanted to do and what he was doing, there was a huge conflict. And ladies and gentlemen, you have a right to choose the kind of beliefs that will shape your outcome. Also, let me say this to you. Our beliefs determine our internal reality, then consequently our external outcomes. So how are beliefs formed? Because of time. Beliefs are formed from childhood. Do you know that some of us were running, where are the computer guys in the house? Some of us are running OS that has expired. Someone give me an example. Give me an example of an OS that has... Thank you. Some of us are running Pentium M on Windows 8. And we're wondering, why is our screen monochrome? Color screen will fail now. It can never happen. And that's the reality of our life. We want our life to be colorful, but it's a bit gloomy. We're not satisfied. And that's why you find out that unbelievers do stuffs. And you're wondering, but yes, there are spiritual ways to get things done. There are the other ways to get things done. But all of them are shaped by principles. Joshua 1:8, this book of the Lord shall not depart out of thy mouth. Thou shalt meditate upon it day and night. Then thou shalt observe to do what is written therein. And thou shalt have thy way prosperous. And thou shalt have what? Good success. Glory to God. So let me say to your neighbor, your beliefs are shaping your reality. Because a lot of us just assume, don't worry, when I pray, you will change. No. And you see, assumptions are made based on logical observations, from deductions. And the truth about it is that there are things that we do that we don't scrutinize before we do it.